Welcome to Sitara Anjum official channel. Day 4 at Lords was pure test cricket chaos. Wickets tumbling, tempers flaring, and a chase that's got us all on edge. India need 135 more runs, but England's bowlers have struck back. Who's got the upper hand? We will discuss all that in a minute. As you know, the series is tied 1-1, and the first innings leveled at 387 from both England and India. And the day 4 started with the two wickets, with 2 runs with no wickets. India started their inning today, and then England started their inning today, and then India's bowlers, they roared, they bowled them out for 192 runs and setting a tricky 193 runs target. So I have one more time my special guest Raj Gill with me because on huge demand of public, he's been invited here again. As you can as you can tell that he is from the Indian background and he supports the Indian team. So I will be asking him questions about how he sees the match today and what is his prediction. I mean, yesterday I thought this match is going towards a draw, but it did not happen. Okay, Raj, what is going to happen? What is happening? Welcome to the show, first of
Uh,
all. Yeah. So, what is happening? All this drama at Lords.
yeah, it's been a day of excitement. Obviously, going back to the start of the inning yesterday, and a lot of things happened yesterday with the ball, that commotion, and um, and obviously delay in starting, and it was a bit of a drama, a bit of excitement, and I think that carried on into today. And whether the bowl issue was deliberate or genuine, or whether the delay was genuine or not, it has happened, and I think the excitement and the need to win this crucial match to go ahead, and I think both sides are really worked up,
Hmm.
and I think obviously. India started it and they right. They got 2 wickets, and obviously lot happened in the middle order, and they got 192, so India got 193 to win. And I think the Indian score at the moment is 58, 4 out,
4-4.
and
Yes.
4 out. So
4 outs. Last moment minute. Last moment wicket as well.
yeah, last minute, and I think all the captain Sukhman Gill went cheaply. I think 6 or 7 runs,
Yeah.
and the opener skied one of the hit, and it was an easy catch. And so it's it's been a tipsy and turvy kind of a game, and
Hmm.
I think the seamers played a good part for the both teams earlier on, and also the Indian used the spinners towards when they were bowling, and the same has happened now. I think seamers took wickets.
Hmm.
Um, at start of the England fight back. So, I
Hmm.
mean, I didn't expect the wicket to tumble that quick.
Okay. Well, I'll get back to some little bit of Hindi introduction. जिस तरीके से आज इंडिया ने अपनी बैटिंग का आगाज किया वोबली अंदाज में, तो आज मैंने भी जो है किस इसी तरीके से अपना प्रोग्राम जो है थोड़ा सा वोबली अंदाज में किया. आई वाज स्टिल थिंकिंग अबाउट व्हाट वाज हैपनिंग कि कितनी एब्जॉर्बिंग क्रिकेट जो है वो आज हमने देखी है. और कितनी मतलब आपने 10 विकेट्स जो है वो इंग्लैंड की देखी और फिर बाद में जो है वो 4 विकेट्स आपने इंडिया की देखी, तो 14 विकेट्स जो है वो एक ही दिन में गिर जाना। और कल तक जो है जो सिचुएशन लग रही थी वो ये था कि शायद ये मैच जो है वो ड्रॉ की तरफ जाएगा, लेकिन ये कि सिचुएशन मुकम्मल तौर पर चेंज हो गई थैंक्स टू लोअर एंड मिडल एंड टॉप ऑर्डर ऑफ इंग्लैंड, जिन्होंने ये काम करके दिखाया। तो अब मैं आपको जो है वो थोड़ा हिंदी उर्दू में भी ये बता दूं कि आज इंग्लैंड ने अपनी इनिंग का आगाज किया था 2 फॉर नील। और जैसा कि कल आपको लास्ट ओवर याद होगा, बेन स्टोक और जैक क्रॉली वाला, और जिस तरीके से जो फिर वो शुभमन गिल और करुण नायर और जो बाकी जो इंडियन खिलाड़ी थे, वो जो मतलब एनिमेटेड मोमेंट्स आपने देखे, दैट वाज द टॉक ऑफ द डिस्कशन फॉर एवरीबॉडी ऑन सोशल मीडिया एंड मीडिया। सो आई एम श्योर यू मस्ट हैव एंजॉयड दोस मोमेंट्स। सो इस तरह की हीट जो है वो मैचेस में होनी चाहिए। हम जो शायकीन हैं वो हमें मजा आता है। इसी तरीके से जो है वो ब्रॉड ने भी यही कहा कि पूरा दिन का जो बोरिंग मैच था, वो उसका सबसे जो जबरदस्त जो मोमेंट था वो वही एक आखिरी ओवर था, जिसमें जो है पूरा का पूरा मैच जो है वो स्पाइस्ड अप हो गया। तो ये स्पाइस्ड अप होना चाहिए इस तरीके से। लेकिन ये कि कल तो उन्होंने जो है वो अपने आप को बचा लिया था, जैक क्रॉली ने और बेन टिकेट ने, लेकिन आज वो नहीं बचा पाए अपने आप को। तो मुसलसल जो है वो बैटिंग उनकी फेल हो रही है, टॉप ऑर्डर खास करके उनका इंग्लैंड का फेल हो रहा है। और जो आपने देखा कि पिछली जो टेस्ट मैचेस में हैरी ब्रूक ने जो इनिंग्स खेली हैं और जो जेमी स्मिथ ने खेली हैं, और इसी तरीके से जो रूट्स ने अपनी पहली इनिंग में जो सेंचुरी लगाई थी, तो इस वाली इनिंग में जो है वो कोई भी मतलब खड़े होके बड़े रन्स नहीं बना सके। तो इसमें क्रेडिट जो है वो दोनों ही को हम देंगे। एक तो ये कि जो हीट की वजह से जो आपकी पिच है उसकी लॉर्ड्स की वो ड्राई है और वो डिटेरियोरेट हो रही है, क्योंकि चौथा दिन है और कल जब पांचवा दिन आएगा तो वो और ज्यादा मजीद डिटेरियोरेट होगी। और उसमें कुछ क्रैक्स जो है वो भी आपने अगर गौर से देखा होगा पिच को, तो उसमें क्रैक्स भी जो है वो बिल्ड हुए हैं, जिसकी वजह से आपने देखा कि वाशिंगटन सुंदर ने 4 विकेट्स ली हैं, बहुत ही ज्यादा वाइटल विकेट्स जो हैं वो इंग्लैंड की ली हैं, जिससे कि वो कहते हैं ना कि इंग्लैंड की कमर तोड़ देना, तो वो कमर उन्होंने तोड़ दी। और वो सारी ऐसी विकेट्स थी जो कि इंग्लैंड को सहारा दे सकती थी, जिसमें आपको जो रूट्स भी नजर आएंगे, बेन स्टोक्स भी नजर आएंगे, जेमी स्मिथ भी नजर आएंगे। तो बड़ी बड़ी सारी विकेट्स थी जो कि इन्होंने ली। और फिर बाद में जब टी के बाद उन्होंने अपनी बॉलिंग का आगाज किया, तो फिर बाकी की जो रही सही कसर थी वो बुमराह ने पूरी कर दी, बुमराह ने ली। तो बॉलिंग जो है वो बहुत जबरदस्त करवाई, बुमराह ने भी, वॉशिंगटन सुंदर ने भी, सिराज ने भी, आकाशदीप ने भी। तो डिफरेंस जो ये मैंने देखा कि उनकी बॉलिंग में और इंग्लैंड की बॉलिंग में ये था कि जब मैं उसको देख रही थी जोफ्रा आर्चर को, जैसा आपने देखा था कि जब फर्स्ट इनिंग में भी जब उन्होंने आउट किया था जेसवाल को, तो वो जो है उनकी पहले ओवर की तीसरी बॉल थी, और अब जो उन्होंने किया है तो वो उनके पहले ओवर की चौथी बॉल थी, जिसपे उन्होंने फिर से जो है वो आई थिंक जेसवाल को ही आउट किया। इफ आई एम राइट, राज, डिड ही गेट जेसवाल आउट ऑन डक टुडे, जोफ्रा आर्चर, इफ यू रिमेंबर दैट?
Yes, yeah, note, duck.
ये लेट मी जस्ट डबल चेक अगेन, सॉरी गाइस, हमें कभी कभी वो भी हो जाता है। लेकिन ये कि हाँ चलो, आर्चर ने जो है जयसवाल को जो है सेकंड टाइम भी आउट किया है। तो ये कि आर्चर की फेवरेट विकेट मेरा ख्याल है जयसवाल की बन गई है। तो ये जयसवाल गोट आउट अगेन, बिकॉज वो क्या था कि वो ऊंची मतलब बॉल थी जो उन्होंने छोड़नी चाहिए थी, उनको छोड़नी चाहिए थी, लेकिन ये कि उन्होंने वो हुक की और वो फिर इसकी वजह से जो है वो आउट हो गए। तो ऑब्वियसली वो बॉल जो है वो अच्छा पड़ गया, बट ही कुड नॉट लीव दैट बॉल, ही वाज सपोज्ड टू लीव दैट बॉल एनीवे। तो इसके बाद से हमने देखा कि केएल राहुल जो थे वो थोड़े से एजी से लग रहे थे आज जिस तरह से स्टार्ट कर रहे थे, लेकिन डिफरेंस वो ये था बॉलिंग में कि जोफ्रा आर्चर जो थे वो बहुत फुल बॉलिंग करवा रहे थे। तो एक जो जब कमेंट्री पैनल जो है स्काई स्पोर्ट्स का, वो पूरा ग्राफ भी दिखा रहा था, कंपैरिजन ग्राफ दिखा रहा था बुमराह और आर्चर की बॉलिंग का, कि दोनों की लेंथ में भी जो है वो डिफरेंस था। और जब आप लेंथ में डिफरेंस उसका होता है, तो आप पिच को जो है वो डायरेक्ट हिट नहीं कर रहे होते हैं और आप जो है फुल लेंथ बॉलिंग करवा रहे होते हैं, तो उससे जो होता है क्या होता है कि जो बैट्समैन होते हैं उनको खेलने का टाइम मिल जाता है। दिस इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट हैपेंड। तो केएल राहुल जो थे वो फिलहाल उन्होंने सरवाइव किया है, लेकिन ये कि उसके साथ करण नायर की जो है विकेट चलेगी। जो सबसे बड़ी जो विकेट जो थी, जो इम्पोर्टेंट विकेट थी, वो थी क्या कहते हैं, जो कैप्टन है शुभमन गिल की। तो आपने देखा पॉल राइफल ने पहले उनको एलबीडब्ल्यू आउट दिया, इसके बाद उन्होंने रिव्यू लिया और वो सक्सेसफुल रिव्यू लिया और उसका पॉल राइफल का जो था वो डिसीजन ओवरटर्न हो गया। और इसकी थोड़ी ही देर बाद जो है फिर से जो है वो एलबीडब्ल्यू हुआ और फिर से पॉल राइफल ने उनको आउट दिया और वो सेकंड टाइम शुभमन गिल ने फिर से रिव्यू किया, लेकिन इस दफा वो कामयाब नहीं हुआ कि वो बिल्कुल जो है विकेट हिट कर रही थी। जो आप तीनों ग्राफ देख रहे होते हैं ना, कि तीनों ग्राफ जो होते हैं वो तीन टिक्स जो आपको नजर आ रहे होते हैं, तो वो सारा टिक कर रहा था, तो वो उनकी जो रिव्यू थी वो अनसक्सेसफुल रही। एंड दिस वे ऑब्वियसली इंग्लैंड हैड एन एज के शुभमन गिल जैसा खिलाड़ी जब आउट हो जाता है तो वो वैसे ही पंप्ड अप हो जाते हैं। अब सिचुएशन जो है वो इतनी ज्यादा है, वो कहते हैं ना कि ऑन द नाइफ एज के पांचवा दिन जो है वो क्या होगा। तो अब सब लोग कहेंगे इंडिया की तरफ मैच है, लेकिन टू बी ऑनेस्ट मुझे ये लग रहा है कि ये हाफ हाफ है, क्योंकि आज जिस तरह से विकेट खेली आपने देखा, इंग्लैंड के बैटर्स को भी प्रॉब्लम हुआ स्कोर करने में। और अब जब इंडिया ने अपनी बैटिंग का आगाज किया है तो इंडिया को भी प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है। दे आर लुकिंग वोबली and they are not looking very confident, and if you see the body language of KL Rahul, even he's not looking comfortable at the moment. He's probably thinking about the time, लेकिन ये जो मैच है, it's not about time, it's about scores. टाइम तो आपके पास बहुत पड़ा हुआ है खेलने के लिए, आपके पास बहुत है, लेकिन ये कि आपने जो है वो स्कोर को करना है। अब ये 135 का स्कोर जो है, ये कल जो है पांचवें दिन ये इजी होगा या नहीं होगा, ये बहुत ज्यादा डिपेंड करेगा कि और मजीद ये जो विकेट है वो कितना डिटेरियोरेट होती है। क्योंकि अगर हैवी रोलर लेंगे इंडिया वाले उस विकेट के ऊपर बैटिंग से पहले, तो जो क्रैक्स आपको नजर आ रहे हैं विकेट के ऊपर वो और ज्यादा खुल सकते हैं। और जब खुलेंगे तो फिर ये कि वो जो रफ में जो बॉलिंग करवाई है आज वॉशिंगटन सुंदर ने, जो हिट किया है उन्होंने क्रैक्स को, जिसकी वजह से उन्हें 4 विकेट्स मिली हैं, तो यही सेम चीज जो है वो इंग्लैंड के बॉलर्स भी कल एक्सप्लॉइट करेंगे, लाजमी तौर पर करेंगे। लेकिन मेरे नजर में मैं ये समझती हूँ कि कल का जो पहला 1 घंटा होगा वो बहुत ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट होगा दोनों टीमों के लिए। अगर इंग्लैंड ने पहले 1 घंटे में 2 विकेट्स ले ली तो मुझे लगता है कि इंडिया जो है वो कुछ पैनिक मोड में जो है वो जा सकता है। और अगर किसी तरीके से इंडिया ने 1 घंटा सरवाइव कर लिया तो फिर ये कि वो फिर मैच को निकालने की सलाहियत रखते हैं। आपको पता है कि इंडिया की जो बैटिंग टेल है वो काफी लंबी है और वो जो है वो इस सिचुएशन में बैटिंग करने के माहिर हैं। वो आखिरी वक्त तक जो है उन्होंने भी समहाउ जो है वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया की जो किलिंग इंस्टिंक्ट है, जो फाइटिंग इंस्टिंक्ट है, वो अपने अंदर डाल ली है। लेकिन ये कि काम बैटिंग करनी पड़ेगी कल उनको, इंडिया को, और ये कि पैनिक बटन उनको नहीं दबाना है। और अगर पैनिक बटन दबाया तो फिर ये है कि फिर काम तमाम हो जाएगा। तो ये मैंने अपना थोड़ा सा एक तज्जिया दिया है, लेकिन ये कि मेरे साथ क्रिकेट के इंथुजियस्ट राजगुल वो मौजूद हैं, वो इंडियन टीम को सपोर्ट करते हैं। तो उन्होंने भी आज टीम को देखा है, इसका मैच देखा है और उन्होंने थोड़ा सा एनालिसिस स्टार्ट में दिया है। लेकिन ये कि आई गो बैक टू हिम अगेन एंड आई विल आस्क हिम कि व्हाट डज ही थिंक अबाउट इंडियाज चांसेस टुमारो। यस राज।
Well, before the match started today, the public was saying England is the favorite to win. But as the score was 192, England got out, then India became the favorites. And there was no draws. Now, towards the end, I don't know what the opinion is. It's shifting as the game goes along. And I think I was quite confident when they only achieved 192. I thought in my mind, if they get anywhere near 280, 300, then England would win. But if they had less than that, 240 or 250, India will win. But now it's looking like even game in terms of 4 weeks down. They are the leading players. So some batsmen have to make a stand. Two batsmen have to make a stand. The score is not that high, but the ground is very firm. And as you said, there's the cracks.
Hmm.
And when they, I won't say underwall, they were bowling from the left side, and um, to the left side, and the ball is then turning inwards, and that's how people got caught up. LPW, or it's unpredictable. The bounce at the moment seem to be unpredictable, and it's happening more and more. So the batsmen are a little unsettled. Um, they even had a roll on earlier on before the game started, in order
Hmm.
to make sure there was no uneven bumps. But clearly, it depends what time of the day you bat. Um, I mean, India need to make um, substantial inning early part of the game tomorrow to have a chance of overtaking. If they get to something like 120 uh, in an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, then they have a very good chance. If other wickets fall, they're six
Hmm.
down or seven down, that then obviously England got a chance. So the opinion have shifted from the start of the day towards the end of the day. So
Yes.
so I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. It will all emerge after about the 2 hours. Then we definitely know who's gonna come out on top.
So it's kind of become a roller coaster test match at the moment. This is how it looks like. So you don't know, one moment it's India and the other moment it's England. So it all depends on their temperament and how the pitch plays. I remember, when the match finished, the Sky Sports commentary panel, they have some chit chat with players. So they were talking to Sundar, Washington Sundar. So they
Yeah.
asked him a question that, what is going to happen tomorrow? So he said India is going to win. so the comment so the commentator, he started having, some fun. He said, okay, what time do you think India will win? So he said, what? I said, what time India is going to win? Say, they will win after the lunch break. So these
Well,
kind of,
I thought India was gonna
interesting
win.
talks.
I thought India was gonna win.
You thought.
Yeah, yeah. Even the score they made yesterday, I thought
Hmm.
India was the favorite to win.
Mm. But now,
But
who do you think? But you don't know who is favorite because it just goes up and down. You don't know which way.
I
It's
think
changing. The
it's looking
moment is
even
not.
even game at the moment. It's looking even game. All
Hmm.
depends on the first an hour and a half. Then we will definitely know. If the Indian batsman gets lose a few players and they get stuck in, they're not scoring. They'll have to just go out and score.
Hmm.
And they can't play defensive. I don't think so. Um, but Raul need to stay in there. He can't get out. He's the anchor man, and the anchor man has to stay, whatever happens. You know, I understand how the game played before, and India have a very good tactics. It's a bit
Hmm.
like a snake. It's a bit like a snakes and ladders. One player goes out, and the player that's been there the longest then takes over, and the player who just come in, he backs him up, and that's how they done it. I mean, I watched that, and so that was the best tactics for India to use, and it has worked. Now, with the loss of 4 wickets, it seems people are a lot more concerned. And I don't know, after Raul, who would be the anchor man with Raul, because he has to be in there until the end. So, look at the list of players. Who do you think would be the anchor?
Well, he has to be the anchor, but then, like I said, because it has a variable bounce, the wicket is deteriorating, and the day five would be, even play more part than it played today. So that's the main thing, and it also depends on how England bowlers bowl, because they were talking about the length, the length of Archer, and then how they were comparing it with Bumrah, that how Bumrah was bowling. So he has to work on that, and then at one stage, I think. Ben Stokes, he also had a little word with him when he was bowling full. So he said, "Look, bowl according to the field set," because the way he set the field, he was bowling differently. Because KL Rahul, he hit fours, on two consecutive balls. So obviously he was bowling at the wrong length. So that's a bit of things. You have to be their bowlers have to be more disciplined tomorrow, and they have to bowl in the in the right line and length, and then they have to hit those cracks hard, which has been exploited today by Washington Sundar. But the thing is, the quality of spin that I see in England is not as good as compared to India. Shoaib Bashir is relatively younger. He's not as good as we talked about, like Adil Rashid or even Moeen Ali. I mean, Moeen Ali he was not a specialist. He a spin bowler, but he could still bowl, and he could still bat as well. So he's not as good as Adil Rashid, but he will have to use those cracks to make an impact tomorrow. So that is all going to depend. And like you said, that KL Rahul has to play the anchor role tomorrow. And then you talk about Rishabh Pant. Rishabh Pant has got his own style. He's not going to take time. He's going to come and hit. He will be cautious for a while, but then again, that's his instinct. He just cannot resist that instinct, and sooner or later he will change his gear, and this is when the opportunity will come England's way. When he starts playing the baseball, he will also create chances. So he will also create chances for England. So that will all depend on KL Rahul, Rishabh Pant, Jadeja, and even Nitesh Reddy. If you talk about Nitesh Reddy, I mean, he has also batted well. So I would say that these are the three main batters who have to finish these 135 runs deficit tomorrow if they have to win, and they have to go up, like 2-1 in this series. So they have a chance, but like we said, it's half. England will be looking to take those 6 wickets as soon as possible, and then India will try to make those 135. But I can tell you, those 135 runs are not going to be easy tomorrow. So, what's your take on that?
Well, I think Pant and Jaheda, they were the two batsmen, established batsmen.
Hmm.
They had to provide a sporting role, and they should go back to what they were doing in the first inning. Or if well, if he's there, then whoever comes in next, they have to give him the opportunity to get 100 runs, and then they move
Hmm.
step by step, climb the ladder step by step,
Hmm.
and sport each other. I think that's the best way. Don't go wild. trying to hit shots when they're not there. Even if they have to take it slow, score 1 runs or 2 runs, don't try to hit four and sixes. Um, they don't need to. They don't need to. They got plenty of time. Don't get out. I think that's what I. If they don't get out, they can either win the game quickly by fours and sixes, or they can win the game slowly. So they need to decide the tactic first thing in the morning, how they're going to proceed. I think they need to make sure they don't get out and just score runs as they go along. I mean, the average run rate uh, is not per over, is not more than about 3.5 or 3.4.
Hmm.
So it's not like the T20 or T50 where you have to score.
Hmm.
The run rate can be slow. It can be 3, 4. That's plenty to achieve the total score. So they need to take it easy. That's all I have to say on that.
Yeah, well, like I said, they have the whole day. It's not about the
Mhm.
time, it's about surviving. So
Surviving, yeah.
tomorrow it will be the test of their temperament and the skill, and then opportunities 50-50, or maybe 50-50-55, maybe 55 towards India, and maybe 45 towards England. But it is very close, and it's going to be an epic final day tomorrow. So who is going to have the sleepless night? Is it the India or the England?
Yeah, definitely. I think people are gonna be glued on to the telly, and the stadium's gonna be full, totally packed.
I think it has
And
been full all 4 days, isn't it?
yeah, yeah,
Packed,
yeah, yeah.
all
Well,
sold out.
if it's been full, but if it was an Indian and Pakistani match, then they'll be on the rooftops as well, like the Indian or Pakistani train. They'll be on top. But
Yeah.
um, but
I,
I think I got a
mm,
funny feeling that India will win
mm,
eventually. But
eventually.
but they have to stay in there, not lose too many more wickets. They
Hmm.
can't afford to. Score is not that much. The ball is turning. I mean, I don't know. I think seamers have done the job for both teams, and because they bowl fast, and the balls seem to either hit the cracks or
Hmm.
swing inwards,
Yep.
and it's unpredictable. So they need to play safety first, I think.
Hmm. I mean, if we talk about the batting performance of England, I think this is where they have let their teams down, because the top and the middle orders, they are not actually firing at all. If you see in this Test match, or even at the Edgbaston, their top and middle order did not contribute much. I mean, there have been some performance here and there, but not as consistent as you could have expected. But the thing is, yesterday we were talking about 300 runs. That if England makes less than 300 runs, India will have chance. But that, actually, they didn't make 300. They did not make even 200 runs
200,
today.
yeah.
Yeah, so who could have thought that this will come to that poor performance? I mean, do we say it's a poor performance of the batters, or is it very good bowling by India? So what would you say?
I would say bowling has an impact.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, India has improved in the bowling department over the years. There was a time when India wasn't very good, and their batsmen um, scored runs, but they didn't win. I think if you compare the England side and the Indian side,
Hmm.
um, on paper they equally matched in the bowling department and batting department. Um, and So it's gonna be. It depends on if one now if one batsman on either side makes 100 without getting out, then India definitely will win. I don't have any doubt with that. I think is it Archer
Hmm.
Archer's bowling. I mean, he's probably the fastest bowler on the ground at the moment.
Yeah, but he has to use his brain as well, because
Yeah, yeah,
like Ben Stokes was telling him that, bowl according to the field, because
yeah.
he started bowling totally opposite, and then Rahul was hitting him force.
Mm,
So that's important. Then you have to see where the field place is. And then I want to tell you, and all my viewers, an interesting fact about Ben Stokes being the captain of England team. His batting performance, Headingley, he has scored 33 runs. At Edgbaston, he has again scored 33 runs. And if you talk about Lords, he has scored 33 runs. So looks like 33 is chasing him from Headingley to Lords. So that's an interesting figure for him. But that also shows that he's also lacking his form with bat. If we talk about the batting, Shubman Gill's batting, he was very good with batting at Headingley and at Edgbaston, double century, single century. So he just compiled up heap of runs. But when he came to Lords, in the previous innings, he made only 16. And in the second inning, he could only manage to muster 6 runs. So that
6 runs.
shows that, yeah, that shows that batting is difficult here. And if a batsman like Shubman Gill is struggling, then anybody who can score 50 more plus runs here, then we have to clap for them. And definitely Joe Root, that's the reason why when you saw Joe Root completing his century, he was celebrating it in such a high spirit that it mattered a lot to him, it mattered a lot to his team. But the thing is, the way they batted today, I think that was where they let the match slip a little bit. But then they have chance; they can come back again in this test match, provided their bowlers ball cleverly tomorrow, and they exploit the conditions to their advantage, and that is going to make some difference. But look, whatever happens tomorrow, it is going to be a really cracking end to this exciting test match, where we have seen lots of passion, lots of energy, lots of some interactions, and some glaring looks as well, when people have been staring at each other's, pointing fingers for delaying tactics, and getting those wickets. And if you see Siraj, he was very very passionate today, very animated when he was taking wickets. So that's also some is part of his nature, that when he becomes very excited, very aggressive, it shows in his bowling performance as well. So it's been a revolution, especially in the second test match, when Bumrah was rested, Akashdeep came. Ravi Shastri was saying, this is a silly decision to rest Bumrah in this Test match. Who is going to make this decision? And he was saying that I just cannot understand, why would you rest your match winner? And then Akashdeep proved everybody wrong, taking 10 wickets in that match, making a very bold statement that he's there to stay. So India must be very pleased with his performance, the way he has bowled so far. And the only weak link that we could see, Krishna. I mean, Krishna was leaking so many runs, so that's the reason why he's is not in the team. But we will see how this match ends tomorrow, and then we will come back again, and then we will be discussing that one with you guys, and hopefully Raj can join us tomorrow as well. So if you liked our show, अगर आपको हमारा वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो इसको लाइक ज़रूर करें, कमेंट भी करें और अपने व्यूज़ बताएं हमें कि कौन कल जीतने वाला है, क्या इंडिया जीतेगा या आपको लगता है कि इंग्लैंड जो है उसका चांस है कि वो इस मैच में वापस आ सकता है, 6 विकेट्स उनको मिल सकती हैं कल। तो जो भी कुछ हो, जो भी टीम जीते कल, ये लेकिन ये कि ये बहुत ही एक्साइटेड मैच हुआ है। तो अगले वीडियो तक के लिए आप सब लोग अपना ख्याल रखें। आज के लिए हम सब आपसे इजाज़त चाहते हैं। गुड बाय। थैंक यू।
Bye bye.